The FexToolkit case of the day. Today we're going to be taking a look at diabetic neuropathy, which is one of the most common conditions you'll run into while in the field or selling over the phone. So firstly, we're going to take a look at the settings tab over here. We're going to look at the carriers that we have activated. So we're going to head over to customization options, and we'll see here. So we're going to leave the telesales agent toggle off for now. And the only two I'm going to deactivate for this video are the Golden Solution and Senior Choice rates for American Amicable, because as we know, the underwriting is the same on all three, it's just different rate packages. So we're going to have all of our carriers turned on for this video, at least all of our carriers as of today, which is November 14th. So we'll head on back over to the Quota, and we'll enter in our information here. So let's just say we're looking for 10,000. Texas male, let's say born 1/1/1950, making him 70 years old. We can skip height, weight, nicotine use, and payment type in this instance. And first, we'll just type in diabetic neuropathy. We'll say the treatment for it is every day, takes medication or whatnot. And first diagnosed with diabetes back probably, let's say, 55 years old, so a little while ago. And not currently unemployed or disabled. Hit get quote, and we're presented with our quotes here. So you can see the quotes are sorted by the lowest rate first for the level or preferreds, and then we head on down to any standards, gradeds, EIWL, guaranteed issue, modifieds, basics, etc. So let's go through a little bit here. So the star is for carriers with Social Security billing. So your persistency will typically be a bit better with these carriers, so we highlight them in the software. You can see for some carriers you'll have one of these or all three of these indications here. So what these mean, if you see the money sign, which you'll see on a few different carriers here, your compensation can be cut by up to a certain amount, depending on the compensation package that you currently have. So we can see for Mutual Omaha graded, commission will be cut by up to 10%. If we look at the plan info button, and this will appear for any plan that is not preferred, level, or standard. So you can see what the actual detail is on that plan, so you can explain it to the client. Then if you see this purple question mark, it'll tell you why a coverage indication was not level or preferred. So in this case, if ever treated for diabetic neuropathy, you'll see Living Promise graded. For UHL, if treated for diabetic neuropathy within 2 years, EIWL. And if we hit the expand menus here, you can see the annual rate. You can push the client over to your CRM if you are going to make that sale. For certain carriers that have 10 pay, accidental death, you can see those rates in the expanded menu as well. If you want to go right over to the e-app, you can do so here. It'll open it in a new tab. What we're going to look at real quick is the compare button. So let's say we're quoting the client, they want to go with Trinity. All we do is we hit the compare button. It takes us right over, pushes all their information here, and we'll just quote them. Let's say we wanted to quote them $50, $75, and $100. Hit get quote, and we're popped up with our three quotes here. And of course, you can do face amount if you want. Let's say we're quoting $50, whatever 10,000 is, and then $100 a month. So you can even mix them up if you want to do that. We're going to head on back over to the Quota now, and we're going to clear out the right side. So we're going to show you one other way to actually get to the same result here. So let's say we have a client that's taking gabapentin. Let's say they tell you they're taking it for pain. First fill back 5 years ago, let's say 2015, and they take it every day. And we'll add in metformin for diabetes. And let's say they say they're taking it back in 2015 as well, but they take it every day. You can see here that diabetic neuropathy was auto-added because of the combination of these medications. Now you can take it off if you want to run the quote just as it is with gabapentin for pain and metformin for diabetes, no complications. But the software will sometimes pop up recommendations based on input drugs just to make sure that you're underwriting as thoroughly as you can so that there's no surprises when you get to the final result. So if we hit get quote, it won't even change the menu that we're at here because it'll run the same thing with diabetic neuropathy. So that's just something that's nice to know. Now we'll head over to the health cheat sheet and we'll type in the condition here. So if we type in diabetic neuropathy, the companies will load up with the time frames and reasoning as to how and why they take that condition or if they do not.